Good morning. I'm here. Hello. Yeah, it's like a reoccurring thing now. I have no idea. I'm I hate being late. How are you this morning? I was gonna put it on, but I didn't. I've got Paragon Ridge Ranch shirt right here. I am good, actually. A little bit. I'm kind of tired. I have a new schedule that I'm having to do, not like a YouTube schedule. It's pretty much the same. I haven't been doing Saturday videos because really I haven't done a lot to warrant 3 videos a week. But as soon as I get things going again, that'll be good. I got little baby sweeping. Good morning, Rebel Canners. It is nice to see you. So, I'll wait a few minutes. Let more people get in here if there's going to be more people, before I start talking about some neat stuff. And I missed your live, Rebel Canners. I fell asleep. Oh, man. So I missed it. I slept. I was like, man, that sucks. But I will watch the replay this week sometime. Winter is really hard for content. We still do a bunch, but like I am slightly uncomfortable showing other people's kids in my videos because who knows who's going to watch my stuff. You know, YouTube reaches worldwide, and I don't feel comfortable putting other people's children in my content because some people are a little funny about it. But for the most part, it's fine, I'm sure, but I'm not doing it. Hi, Bruce. How are you? I think I'm more wore out because I'm trying to get used to a new daytime schedule for me. It's a little bit different. Doing one Thursday, 2 p.m. That's exciting. If you schedule it, I will put a reminder, but I will write it down right here. I'm trying to make sure I get in it. Go see, go watch. Yeah, but like the baby goats, they're all out into the chicken coop / rabbit barn. I have a pen set up for them where the chicken coop's going to be. And then they get out in the chicken coop part during the day now because I had to use the dog kennel for something else. But then Matt came up with a great idea, and we're probably going to use the dog kennel as the chicken pen for now until we get funds to build a nice pen. it works. And if ever I need to use that pin for something else, I can always take it down. I've got chicken wire and just make a temporary pin. But, nothing around here gets used for its intended purpose, ever. So I have chickens. I have a chicken coop built with goats in it. And they get the whole barn right now. They're in the whole barn. And Milo's figured out he can climb out of hog panels, the ones that are small on the bottom, and then get bigger as they go up. I think it's kind of funny, but it's not funny when he gets out and runs around the yard. I'm not a late night person. Normally, if I wake up, I'm awake. Yes, all the babies go into my bathtub. It's the easiest to clean though, so it makes the most sense because I can just pour some bleach and some soap and hot water and scrub it all down and then pull the plug and all goes down the drain. Well, Bruce, how are you today? Are you having a good day? You've been up longer than I have. Actually, no, you haven't. I don't know what time you get up, but I got up what would be 5 a.m. Eastern time this morning, I think. So I've been up for a while. Probably why I keep giggling. It is perfect. I have a friend. She raises Australian Shepherds. She's not a friend. She's an acquaintance. She's somebody I know because she raises quarter horses, Australian Shepherds, dash hounds, Aussie poodles. She has a bunch of dogs she raises, and she has her whelping barn has like this huge. All the whelping pens are up off the ground. They have a drain in the middle of them. So literally all she does is pick everything up and down the drain it goes. Yeah, see. I'm not waking up that early. Sorry. Not going to do it. It's not my game. Not at all. I don't know. Not yet. I need to go ahead and get it, but I really haven't got to even attempt to build a hive trap or anything, so I don't know. I want to do it, and I also have to wait for extra funds to build my my hive. Not yet. I have Wyatt home today. He had a cough, and I was like, well, they'll probably just send him home anyway, so he slept until 6:30. Yeah, Haston woke up at 4 this morning, and he was ready to go. Hence why he is currently napping behind me. I got a juke and jive. I don't know which direction to go for some reason, because this is opposite. I'm sure it's not really, but it's not a mirror. So I don't know what to do. So, let's see. Almost at 10 minutes. What can we talk about for a couple more minutes before I say some things? I have a Tuesday video. I do. I try my hardest to make sure I have at least 2 videos a week. I would love 3 Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, as well as a Monday live. But whenever I've not been doing anything, really, I mean, I'm doing stuff, but it's nothing that I really want to throw on here. It's usually like, let's clean the yard, let's vacuum. So I think that's what Wyatt's is allergies. But, him coughing, they were probably going to send him home anyway, so I just kept him. Yes, there is. Let's see. I started brassicas, my cabbage, and 5 types of broccoli. Well, then I started, I guess, almost 2 weeks ago, I started peppers. I have to look. I got it This comes from the Dollar Tree, and you can write on it, and it's simple. It has lines, but I always write. I did not write when I start plants, but it's in my phone too. I actually didn't write that one down, but and I write down, like, if I'm giving any medication to anything, I write it down on there before I transfer it into my record book. It's really helpful. But I bought a couple bags of potting soil, which, by the way, is super expensive right now. It was like $10 a bag for Schultz, which is normally like $6 or $7 a bag. See you, Bruce. He fell asleep right before he won a t-shirt the other night. You're on a totally different time zone than us, though, so it's understandable. But I bought 2 bags to put. I wanted to see how much I need to fill my beds. I think I need 4 bags of bed, or 4 cubic. I guess it'd be 8 cubic feet of bed. And I put that down and planted the plants that I actually bought. I bought some early Jersey Wakefield cabbage and some lieutenant broccoli, because I want to do, it's kind of like succession planting, I guess. I got some bigger ones that are ready to rock and roll. I've got the ones I've started that are not yay tall now. It's time to thin them and put them into bigger containers, or start hardening them off, and I could transplant them small like that, as long as it's not going to be super cold at night. I'll just have to see what the forecast is going to look like. But I have quite a few peppers popping up. The only ones I don't have coming up is poblano peppers, and I actually had a request for those. So it's a little disappointing. I guess I should have made my small announcements before Bruce left, but that's okay. Saturday, I got to fulfill. It wasn't me. I didn't fulfill it. I have no idea any of your religious beliefs except for Auntie Anne, but I believe in God. I wholly, truthfully believe in God. I'm hoping we don't get any more cold nights also. But okay, so story time. Friday night, I was on Facebook, and here in Oklahoma we have a Goats in Oklahoma page. And good morning, Tina. I was looking on there, and here for the last probably year, maybe year and a half, I have been looking for a specific type of goat. Like, if I'm going to spend money on something, I want it to be exactly what I want. Well, I didn't get exactly what I want, of course, but I had tried. I'd been to auctions. I'd commented. Just so many things, and I tried to settle. Don't ever settle for anything, guys. It's not going to work out. So Saturday morning, I drove a little over an hour south of us, and I picked up a standard La Mancha goat, like a good 120, 130 pound goat, in milk. She's a black and tan. She has horns, which I didn't really want, and she's wild, wild as a rabbit. Like, let me tell you, she's wild. So she is currently occupying a 10 by 10 dog kennel, and she has one of our goats in with her. I made an executive decision. I wanted to try and keep her up for 2 weeks to make sure she wasn't sick, didn't have anything transmissible to the rest of the goats. But, I had to do what I had to do. She had to have a friend. And so she's got Pearl. Pearl's the easiest one to catch out of all of them. So that's her friend. And she has the little baby goats to look at. So I wholly, truthfully believe that this was not my timing, that God made this happen. And it's pretty awesome to see that. We're all a little wild, though, around here, so it'll work out. Once you get her caught, she's fine. She's huge, so she does not fit on that milk stand that Matt made me. He said he's probably going to make some extensions to it and some different uprights, the neck holder part. But I do have a picture of her. the lady called her Mama. Like, I have a mama goat. She's mean. I'd rather not call her Mama Goat. So her name is Maudie. Now, mind you, this is where I have to milk her at because I cannot, I can't let her go, obviously, but she's too big for my milk stand. So I have to have a place where I can kind of block her in. So it's in a horse trailer, and she fills it up. My horse trailer is extra wide because I had large horses, but there she is. She's black and tan, and she's about a 3/4 of a gallon a day milker. Y'all will see pictures, some of her tomorrow. I actually lost video or my audio on some of my videos, so I just took it out. I had plenty of other content for the video for tomorrow, but I took the messing with her part out. She was really scared, and I kind of felt like that was not translating real well. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. She's huge, so she can tow anybody around, honestly, but she's been messed with. She walks on a lead. I can clip her up and she'll stand there. She's a little nervous milking her, but that's because I have to squat down where I have to milk her in the horse trailer. But she's already a little better today than she was Saturday. She wasn't milked Saturday morning, so whenever I got home, I got just shy of half of a gallon. And I didn't milk her that evening. I haven't decided if I want to milk her twice a day. I probably should. But the one milking is enough to half cut the formula for the goats. So I'm hoping if I milk her twice a day, I can do away with baby goat formula. And that'll be a lot healthier for them anyway. I think she's pretty. And I like her. She's not friendly, and that's fine. She doesn't have to be friendly, but she needs to be cooperative at least. And I still haven't found like any little treat or anything. She just loves, and that's another thing. If I found something that I knew she would really like, we could do that, and she'd get used to it. But she does come up to the fence and smell my hand and things, so she's better than she was. She's just, yes, because I just bought a 25-pound bag for $65, and it turns out that those little goats, like, I transitioned them from, at first, when I just had Milo, I bought a little bag, just a little 4-pound bag. It would have lasted him probably a month because he's so little. But whenever I got the 2 Boer goats, they eat twice as much as he does 3 times a day. And he eats, his 4 ounces 3 times a day, right now anyway. And so I bought a 25-pound bag. I've transitioned them from the one bag to the other, but I had 2. I had the Ethel, the female Boer goat, and Milo had runny stools, which I'm almost positive is coccidia because whenever they were out, they were eating green grass in the yard. So they've been going through that treatment with the sulfamethazine every day. And I don't suggest buying, you got to look at, like, I'm pretty sure this is out of date. I don't know for sure, but it looks like it doesn't smell real great. It should smell sweet, and it smells kind of not. I don't know how to explain it. But it's great to not have to buy milk replacer, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And I think she's super interested in them. She can see them through, there's like a puppy panel that they haven't figured out how to get over yet, and a chain link gate. Like, the pen is still pushed up against the barn like it was. But so there's about this much space between the puppy panel and the gate. So she can see them, and she tries to interact with them. So I think they're too small to get to nurse off of her. But I think she would probably feed them if I let her. She's super, super interested in them. Yeah, it's went up a lot since I've had to buy it. Whenever we had Angus, I guess he's 18 months old. whenever we got Angus, calf milk replacer in a 25-pound bag was $35, and now it's like almost $50. So it has a 1-year shelf life. So like 1 year from the manufacture date is what I remember from whenever I used to do date outs on stuff like that at Orchland, when I worked at Orchland's forever, when Wyatt was little. And the manufacturer, it is out of date according to the manufacturer date. But I don't know if that brand might have a different protocol or what. Some of them do. Some of them want you to pull them at 6 months. I don't know. It just depends, I guess. I plan on taking it back, though, as soon as I get them fully transitioned. I've only used 2 cupfuls out of a 25-pound bag. And they got sick as soon as I started it, even having just a tiny bit in their bottles. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are going up. I guess if I called the feed store, I could get a more accurate account, because that's usually where I bought stuff. I'm shocked that it was still on the shelf. I got wrote up once for a product that had went out of date the day before, and I did outdates the week before. I did them every Monday, and this was on Saturday, and it had went out of date on Friday, and they had told me not to pull it yet. No, don't pull it. Well, I didn't work till Saturday, so I hadn't got to see it yet after that. I worked Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I was off Thursday and Friday, and then I'd go back in on Saturday. And they had already started filling out the write-up report Saturday. Corporations, they don't care for people. Hello, Evans Family Homestead. It is nice to see you. Is that a llama? Is that a llama in your thumbnail or your icon, whatever that is? Is that a llama? Y'all, is that is that a llama? It looks like a llama. It probably is, or an alpaca. I'm hoping for llama because they spit. Yay, it's a llama. Okay, that's awesome. I like llamas. I probably won't ever have one. Matt, he is not. He loves animals, don't get me wrong, but if it's going to spit, paw, or bite him, it's not going to stay here. That's just how he is. But here's something funny that I know you don't see on this side. For once, StreamYard comments are about 2 seconds faster than they're showing up on the live chat part on YouTube, because I have it on my phone pulled up. That way I try to keep. Yes, I agree. I've been spit on by a llama, but it was so funny because I think she spit on me by accident. She was meaning to spit on somebody else because I wasn't messing with her. I'll have to watch it. I'll write it down. I have to write everything down or I will forget. I have my mind, it just leaves me. All right, llama spit. Or llama feed. It's not like y'all can read my handwriting anyway. It's like a cross between print and cursive. It's just how I write. She spits on him. She doesn't like him, I guess. She has preferences. Everyone has their own tastes in life, including llamas. I think they're adorable. Funyuns. Maybe I should try Funyuns with my goat. She's she's a little berserker. Woohoo! Hey Wyatt. Where's my pencil sharpener? This is not where I left it.
What?
It's not where I left it. Where's my pencil sharpener?
Right there.
Oh, there we go. Go on. You're supposed to be sick. You're not supposed to be in here. Remember? You're sick. You have to stay home from school. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. But yeah, that's funny. I don't know. Y'all give me some ideas. What's some treats that goats like? I've never not had I've had unfriendly goats, but I've never had an unfriendly goat that I have to mash her boobies and get the milk out of. So y'all help me out here. I know what treats I like. It's probably the bad breath. Shoo, I can imagine they have bad breath. Oh, they're a ruminant too, so like the rumen smell, it's supposed to smell like, it's not supposed to be sweet. And I'm like, that's whenever I have one that doesn't feel good, that's usually the first thing I do is I smell their mouth. And why it's like, ew, that's gross, Mom, don't they stink? I was like, well, if it's sweet, it's not ruminating properly. I think it's supposed to smell slightly sour. Anyway, like to me, I know it smells different than what it's supposed to. That's the only reason why I sniff goats' mouths. Yeah, go act sick. That's what I told him. I was like, you're not getting out of your room today. Just so you know. You're going to stay in there and you're going to act sick because you had to stay home from school today because you were coughing. But with the state of everything, they'd probably send him home anyway. The secretary laughed when I called. She's like, he's probably just got allergies. I know, but I don't want him to send him home after I put him on the bus. He didn't have a fever, but he starts coughing. She does not like alfalfa. I've already tried it. I have a bale of chopped alfalfa that my sister-in-law sent whenever we picked up the weather goat. We're going to feed him we'll feed him for another week. And then he'll get butchered. We're going to help them with that. Same thing with their pig. It's on pretty much full feed, and we'll butcher it and our pig at the same time. But I was trying the alfalfa. I gave her a couple handfuls of alfalfa, and she wouldn't eat it. She likes my Bermuda hay, though, that I buy for the rabbits. It's expensive, but that's okay. I haven't ever tried animal crackers. That's what the guy that I got my Borikiko doughs off of, the two big ones that's out there, Dolly and Reba, he said they love it. So, hello, Gail. How are you today? Ooh, it's like a party in here. There's 6 people. That's counting myself. I know. I'm silly. I don't know. Kind of neat. I actually was doing something on, I have a Mac. My desktop is a Mac. Got it used and refurbished, so I did not pay Mac price for it at all. And it had a better processing system than any of the Windows computers I could find. But I get on StreamYard on Google Chrome on it. That's pretty much the only thing I use it for. But I found out I can put TubeBuddy on my Google Chrome. And I can do word searches and things like that. But so I was playing on that this morning, and that's why I was running late. Ooh, I didn't see this. I'm gonna have to see this. What's the title on that one? I'll have to go watch it. I've already started my list of what I want to watch today. I am a nerd, I guess. I have a lot of notebooks. So, for those who came in a little bit late, that's why I was kind of waiting. I waited, I think, almost 12 minutes. I keep having to push my ponytail out of the way because it gets caught on my chair. It drives me nuts. But anyway, for those of you who didn't get here in the first 12 minutes of my live chat. I would like to introduce you to Maudie, the LaMancha, the 130-pound LaMancha goat. 120, 130 pounds. She's huge. She's like a 3/4 a day milker. 3/4 of a gallon, that is. And it was pretty awesome that I was able to snag her up. I pretty much stole her, I feel like. But it, like I said, it's all in God's timing. He's the one that provided this for me and made it possible. I prayed and prayed and prayed that this want would be a need. It is a need. And so it justified getting it, because I'm one of those, if I don't actually need it, I don't think I'm going to use it, I'm not going to buy it. I mean, obviously, we're going to drink goat milk, but we have a steady supply of milk as it is from the store. So that was like one of those, like, I get wick with Haston. So it's like, do I want a milk goat? I do need one now, obviously. So hopefully that purchase can come back to dividends with growing my bottle babies that I have. Fingers crossed, guys. Let's see. Gift cards, shout outs, and chick names. Video number 268. Gift cards, shout outs, and chick names. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if it's something that is common knowledge. If you have like a ag extension office in your county, you might call, because I was able to purchase the Highline brown chicks, which is the production brown egg layers that are in chicken houses. I was able to purchase 20 of those for $25, which is an amazing deal. I mean, they're chicks though. But they usually start producing at 4 months, and that'll be great to populate my new coop. I'll weed out some of my older ladies. Probably not my Buff Orpington, because she's my favorite. She reminds me of Tyrannosaurus Rex when she runs. But yeah. As of yet, I'm probably not. I have casually been looking online to see if there is any LaMancha bucks that are maybe registered, or even if I could do a driveway date with one. But more than likely, she's going to be bred to a boar goat, to bingo, hopefully. And in my research, if you add, like, a LaMancha is one of the hardiest dairy goats there is. If you breed them to a boar goat, you pick up that hardiness, that extra milk production. You usually still don't have ears, but that is a dual purpose goat. So you'll have a higher milk production as well as, or a meat production goat. And being as big as they are, and a boar goat, I mean, his daddy's he's a big goat. I saw his grandpa, he's a huge goat.
I'm watching Mom, man, okay?
Okay, go ahead. So, dual production, that's we're trying to get into. There's a lady, what is it, Sweet Creek Ranch. She's on Facebook. She has a meat and dairy herd that she has crossbred to get what she likes, what produces well, what has hardiness, has a lot of good parasite resistance. And I follow her a lot on Facebook and a lot of her stuff. I'd really love to buy one of her bucks that's Kiko Boar and LaMancha or Nubian. I mean, that's basically what the 4 things she's bred into them. I don't care if they have ears or not, as long as they eat good, as far as a terminal sire goes. Good morning, Tony. I got to sit down and watch a bunch of videos, or rewatch a bunch of your videos and comment on them, finally. I need to go back and do some more, I guess. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Did you see the picture, Tony? You want me to show you the picture? I'll show it again. I'm pretty proud of her, even though she's wild. She's like a deer. And she looks pretty good. So her name's Maudie. Goes with all my other names. I have Reba and Dolly, and I had Winona, and she passed away. And then I have Ruby and Pearl, and I had Opal, and I have Pearl. Pearl is her friend currently. They are in the same pen. I have a calming goat for my goat. It's pretty funny. But, yeah. It's one more step in being more self-sufficient and being less dependent on a store. That's what I like about it. I have to write down. I need to get animal crackers to try. What was the other ones? Horse treats. And animal crackers. So, but yeah, we had lots of interesting things. I picked her up on Saturday. We did have one of Wyatt's little friends staying the night, so I just tried to, I didn't video because I didn't want, like I said earlier, I just don't want to put other people's children out there. If they want their children on the internet, that's fine. They can do that themselves. I'm not comfortable doing it. Yes, it is. So now I have a Jersey Cross cow, heifer, that will be bred eventually. And I have a dairy goat. Pretty awesome. I plan on trying to make some goat milk soap. I'll have to gather supplies for that, of course, but I think I can order most everything off the internet. I have not been able to find lye in stores, like regular lye, for some reason. I like goat milk soap. Maybe it could use that to replace some other things that we purchase. I need a shampoo recipe. I'll learn how to make some shampoo because I have sensitive skin. And that would, I think, help with that a lot. Same thing with like raw honey. That's kind of what I want these for, is to use honey to eat as well as to use in cosmetic products. And I don't wear cosmetics. Oh, I'm behind. Yeah. I had to buy some cheese the other day, and I was like, what is that? And why is it so much? Yeah, see, I haven't seen, I think it's a product that they use to make substances, I guess, to put it lightly. And so a lot of places probably just don't carry it anymore, unless you go to like an Amish store or something. Is there any Amish stores in Oklahoma? Or Mennonite stores? I would go visit one, because whenever I went to Ohio, to Amish country, to visit my aunt, we went to Lehman's, and that is an amazing place. It's like a candy store for adults. It's funny that you mentioned goat milk ice cream, because whenever I milked her out, I put it in a gallon jar because it's the only jar I had big enough to put the whole bunch of milk in. I set it in the freezer for a couple hours, let it get kind of icy on the top, and I pulled it out. So it was totally chilled. And then we drank it, and it tastes like almost like melted ice cream. It's a little sweeter than regular milk, and it's thicker than whole milk, like even Brahms milk. And if you haven't had Brahms milk, I'm going to apologize now for the void in your life, because Brahms milk has the best. Brahms has the best whole milk. But, yeah. It was so good. If I had enough to share, I would be sending it out, but I don't think you can mail that sort of thing either. I took a pint of it to Matt's brother's house and let all of them try it. See, that's what I figured. I know this is sad to say. When I worked at Orscheln's, our system did not have a filter for if you purchase these items together, it flags it, which would be like, I know they use Drano, Comet, there's a bunch of stuff that they use. And I had somebody in there that was purchasing that things, and that's what they told me they were using it for. And because Orscheln's doesn't have a thing, there's nothing I can do about it. I asked my manager. I bet it would be up like in Mays County, probably like around Pryor. But I don't know. It's like there's a lot of stuff that you would think we would have more of here, but we don't. We really don't. I did see that now we have two options if you want to do honeybees. There's two stores that are readily available for it. Like it's Atwood's and Orscheln's. They both now carry, which Atwood's has for a while, but Orscheln's now carries bee supplies. I don't know. I like the old-fashioned stuff. I would rather use the old-fashioned stuff. I want to eventually purchase a cream separator that I can run that milk through, because you can run goat milk through a cream separator, and it will separate it out, even though it's homogenized, so it's like all together. Does anybody know anything about pasteurization? I know it kills a lot of bacteria and good stuff that's in it, but I want to know if you have an opinion this way or that way about pasteurization of raw milk, if it makes a difference. I can tell you, the first time I drank it here the other day, milk usually gives me a bellyache. In Brahms milk, not so much, but cheap milk that you can get on WIC, it gives me a bellyache. And when I drank that, I drank quite a bit of it, and I was fine. So that's a very big positive. So maybe that's a kind of milk that Haston can drink. I hope. Because if I drink milk, he usually gets a bellyache too. See, the thing about, and what I love about the Amish stores is they do carry a lot of things like the cream separator or a lot of canning supplies that's not well known. Like, did you know there's reusable canning lids? You can buy them on Amazon, of course, but I'd rather buy them from a person than a corporation, to be honest. And I think it would benefit us as a whole. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. I was sitting here when I was talking about TubeBuddy. Okay, so I don't know. I also was reading about pregnant women who drink raw milk. I know there was a lot of infant mortality then, way back when, before people pasteurized their milk, and it was linked to not being pasteurized. I guess it was linked to those people who didn't drink anything else. It wasn't anything you could prevent. I think it was like a bacterium. I'm not for sure. But I need to do some more research on it, obviously. I don't know enough about it. But back to TubeBuddy. It has like a free trial thing, which is what I'm using. It's a week. And I am trying to figure out the SEO, the search engine optimization part of YouTube. I don't know enough about it. I need to ask more questions. That's what it is. But it has a neat feature where you can write down about like your tags. You can search your tags in it. I thought that was really neat. And it will give you kind of what keywords work best for your stuff. It pulls words actually out of your video too, believe it or not. It's weird. I just thought it was neat. Pass it on to all you guys that do YouTube because I'm learning about it now. I could have her tested, I guess. We might. I grew up on raw cow's milk myself, and I never had any issues. I also wasn't sick hardly ever, and I think that played a big role in it. We didn't eat a lot of processed foods or restaurant food, or it was mostly homegrown, home cooked stuff, and I think that makes a huge difference in the health of people. Same thing like this baby. He's not going to know anything different because we don't buy pork in the store. We're not going to buy beef in the store anymore. We're not going to be buying chicken in the store. Sorry, my leg itches. And we most of the time we eat a lot of deer meat, rabbit, squirrel, wild pig. So none of that has ever had any antibiotics or any growth hormones. So I think that plays a big role in it. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I can tell you this. I've never seen people pasteurize goat's milk on most of the channels. I cannot recall seeing it on channels that I watch that they have dairy goats. They don't pasteurize it. So that might be something. I don't know. Who knows? I think we might be okay as long as we keep her clean, the milk clean. Oh, Rebel Canner. What message got deleted? I don't have any words blocked at all. I want to see it all because I want to say, What message got deleted, Tony? I think YouTube's doing some weird things here lately too. I've noticed a lot of times I've commented on videos and then I never got a response. Like on a couple of your videos, if you have 2 comments from me, it's because I rewrote the same comment that I had already put on it. I think YouTube just has kind of a hiccup. Let me look through on my phone. It doesn't show it on my phone either. So I don't know. Okay. I don't have only you and Auntie Ann are my only moderators in here. Huh. They must be just picking stuff out to aggravate people. That's the only thing I can figure out. It's obviously a system-wide thing if it's picking somebody out on everything. Hey. You want to come here and sit with me? Come here. You want to sit with me? Here's your blankie. You want to say hi?
So.
Huh. Build a barn and goats. I mean, I have no words blocked, and I definitely don't have any of those words blocked, so I don't know. He fixed it. I'll put it up there. This one here's been mommy's baby this weekend. I don't know. I think YouTube's just trying to find new ways to lock the little guys out. Just like they have made so much money off of YouTubers that have homesteads and people want to learn how to do things like with your animals, and it was never even on their radar until the pandemic hit. See, they're doing the exact same thing on me. I've commented and then my comment get deleted. What? You're okay. I think YouTube's just trying to make their market a lot slimmer to align with certain viewpoints, when the whole world is like, the United States is a very modern country, and as a whole the United States is moving toward a backwards point of view on things now, where we're trying to raise a lot of our own food, and we're not going to depend on corporations for things. And I think that doesn't align well with certain agendas. And I mean, people are not going to be dependent on things that we have been for years. It started a long time ago. It started like at the birth of our country, that people started veering away from wanting to veer away from the big scale. We're wanting to get small. We're wanting to be self-sufficient again. And I'm not a sheep, so I'm not going to follow the leader. I'm forging my own path, just like every one of you are, I'm sure. Oh, run. Yeah. New back to the land movement. Yes, we're all trying to live. And I think it's going to be, if we can ever get to that point, it's going to be amazing. But the things I've been reading, without getting political on this channel, they don't look good anymore. A lot of things don't. They're censoring us on a national level through all these social medias, what we see on the news, what we hear. They make a big deal about all of that, even so far as to how we're supposed to raise our children. They're going to make so many things that they're creating so many problems. They want everyone to think, and they want to control us. Exactly. Man, that got deep there for about 5 or 10 minutes, didn't it? I think that y'all should move down here. But I know that's quite a drive for your husband. And I mean, I think you can do a lot with where you're at too. But in my personal opinion, I would get as far away from a big city as I could. That's just personal opinion. We lived in bigger towns and did a lot of things, and it's not even worth it to me. I would rather have this and our little bit of nothing than. See, I won't disagree with that anchor for quitting because they've been told this is what you're supposed to say instead of what you should say. A news anchor is supposed to report the news, not their beliefs. They should be unbiased whenever they tell us, like, this is the facts of what happened, so we can make our own opinion. I think that's how our country has gotten in the shape it is in recent times. Auntie Ann, you can move to Michigan. Auntie Ann, I'm pretty sure you don't like the cold that much, do you? I would move to Michigan. How bad is the mosquitoes and the ticks? That's the real question. Because if the mosquitoes and ticks are not as much as they are here, let's all go. See, your brother is in, he's in the cusp of things. He sees what's going on. He sees that you're not losing your mind. My family all thinks I've lost my mind. But you know what? I now have a source of milk. I have 2 sources of milk eventually. On my property, I have meat. I have pretty much everything I could ask for. And Oklahoma is about the freest state as far as laws go. I can't stress that one enough. Even homesteading laws and things, like I would love, love, love to live in Colorado. That is the prettiest state I've ever been to in my life. And I won't, because you're not allowed to collect rainwater. And so that's where I'm at on it. Now, if I had a job, it'd be different. I would go where my job goes, but I don't. But man, I just love Colorado. It's all fake news. If it's an opinion, it's not real. It's not what they should be telling us. Florida. It's too hot in Florida. No gators, no cockroaches, no palmetto bugs, no fire ants. See, hey, cockroaches are disgusting. I'm actually not too afraid of gators. I don't know why. I guess I should have an irrational fear of gators because I've never seen one in the wild. But bugs, I hate bugs. We have a big mound of fire ants that I'm about to have to go dump some diesel in because it's getting way out of hand. I usually live and let live, but see, I think they are too. I have family members that have expressed their extreme distaste in what we do. And I've told them that you're not going to change my mind on this. Unless something absolutely drastic happens, I'm raising my children. I am raising my food. And I'm living my life how it is. And I'm healthier because of it. If he builds an underground bunker, he's going to have to come build me one too. I'm just saying. I need a bunker in the ground. Mostly to store root crops in, but that's beside the point. I need a bunker. He lives in Florida. I've heard homesteading in Florida is pretty good because you have a good growing season, but that heat is oppressive. Man, is that heat terrible. See, now that would be nice also. Only one poisonous snake, and it's rare. But I'd have to have Matt build me a greenhouse. And I think the cost of living in Oklahoma is so much lower than everywhere else that it makes a big difference on what we can and can't do. Also, the cost of living being lower, your earnings is on the low end, and typically your public school education is lacking. But what is it? You want back up here? I'll hold you. Here. Oh, he's sad. Oh, I'm sorry. don't think I could do the humidity. And they got a lot of things that bite you. We could put one out here. There's actually not a lot of rocks right here where we live. And I think I could put one like in front of the house maybe. Probably not behind the house because I have a septic and things. You know, he's got a sad face. They're talking about you. Oh, he's a little not happy today. Shouldn't have woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, huh? Yeah. I think I'm going to do a whole opinion video and let you guys comment whatever you want on it. And I'm going to just do the one super biased my opinion video and go with it. See what. I don't know. See who aligns with the same views I do. Oh, you're so sweet. Yes. I want an in-ground house. I've always wanted an in-ground house. I mean, the front part can have windows or whatever, and you don't have to heat and cool your house. And I am hot all the time, so I would love it. It would be great. Yep, we'll see you later, Tony. I'll be sure to. I need to catch up on your videos again. Whenever I had those kids here, I didn't watch a lot of video. I didn't watch anything. They had the TV. Yeah, it's a root cellar. It can be a bunker. It can be a bunker. It's a root cellar with a bed. And preferably a toilet of some variety. Oh, that's a big old yawn. Did y'all see that? He had a great big yawn. He's so sweet. Well, we are an hour and 2.5 minutes. Yeah, shh. It's a root cellar with a bed. And I'm probably going to go sit. I bet if I rocked him, he'd go back to sleep. He's been napping about an hour, so. He's sleepy, though. You want to watch Mickey Mouse? Come. Tell him Mickey Mouse. Tell him what Mickey Mouse is. Oh, okay. Okay. He's a little lover, isn't he? He loves you too, because he likes to hear you. He likes to hear all about my friends. What is it? What is it? He wants to watch Mickey Mouse. So I guess we'll go ahead and get off here. And it was good. It was a good one. You'll get to see a sneak peek of tomorrow's video, pretty much, and hear a sneak peek of tomorrow's video. And you'll get to see the star of my show, that is Grumpy. So we will see you all very soon. And I appreciate y'all for being here. Can't get much better than we did today. I think that's how Wyatt is. He has a name for everyone that I watch and talk to because he can't remember your names, and it doesn't have anything to do with your name on YouTube. So it's fun. Y'all have a good day. I will see y'all soon. God bless, guys.